My phone dropped. We're good. A letter of the alphabet was, or is, and we're done. Hey fellow fiction fanatics, I'm Chase. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the JAN-uary Book Tag. This video was done by Jan, and I'll leave her original video down in the description. I found this book tag at the perfect time, and I thought it would be great to do it. So let's get into it. Question number 1 is, what was the first and last book you read last year? So in 2021, the first book I read was Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bayron. And the last book I read was The Miracle on Ebenezer Street by Catherine Doyle. Question number 2 is, what is the first book you read this year? And the first book I read in 2022 is I Will Judge You by Your Bookshelf by Grant Snyder. Question number 3 is to share 3 of your reading goals. So my first reading goal is to finish off series that I'm currently in the middle of. And then my second reading goal is to read books off my TBR cart here, which are all books I haven't read yet. And my third reading goal is I always try to do an A to Z challenge, which is where I try to read a book that starts with every letter of the alphabet from A to Z. When I'm looking at a title, I don't count A or the as the first letter. I've been doing this for a couple years now, and I've been able to complete it every time, so hopefully I can complete that challenge this year as well. Question number 4 is to share your 3 most anticipated titles that are coming out this year. So I'm actually not going to answer this question in this video because my next video is going to be my top 22 books that I want to read in 2022. So if you want to know the answer to that question, check out my next video. Question number 5 is, were there any goals that you weren't able to complete last year? So I actually was not able to fully complete Books and Lala's Buzzword Challenge. I didn't hear about it till about 3 months in, so I didn't complete all 12 buzzwords, but I was really close, so that's one goal that I didn't complete in 2021. So question number 6 is an interesting question because it's asked, are there any 2022 releases that you have no desire to read? One book I can think of for this prompt is gonna have to be The Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel. I read Station 11 by this author and it just wasn't a favorite for me. It wasn't bad by any means, it just didn't really keep my interest. It was just kind of boring read for me overall, but that's just my opinion. If you love that book, great for you, and I'm sure you're looking forward to The Sea of Tranquility, but I just don't foresee myself reading that book in the future, so that's gonna be my answer to this question. Question number 7 is, are there any reading habits you want to change this year? I don't really have an answer to this question. I just want to keep reading books that I am interested in and enjoy, hoping to have a good reading year and that I get to as many books as I can and that I enjoy them all. I'm still continuing to try to branch out, try different genres and stuff like that. So yeah, there aren't really any reading habits that I want to change as of this year, but let me know if you have an answer to this question down in the comments. Question number 8 is, are there any adaptations that you're excited about this year? I don't really know of any adaptations that are coming out this year, so let me know if you know of any and which ones you're excited for down in the comments, because I'd love to know. Question number 9 is, what was your favorite bookish memory of last year? So last year, my sister and I buddy read the Lunar Chronicles together, and I really enjoyed my reread of this series and getting to introduce her to these characters and this story and just see her enjoy this world as much as I have. It's just been a great experience overall. That's probably my favorite bookish memory of last year. And question number 10 is, are there any carryovers from last year that you still plan to finish? So my sister and I haven't actually finished the Lunar Chronicles series. We are on the 4th and final book, Winter. We are planning to finish that book this year. I'm looking forward to seeing how she reacts to the finale and seeing how everything comes together, because there's so much that happens in this last book. And then I'd love to read Stars Above with her. For those who don't know, Stars Above has some quick novellas about many of the characters' past. And then the last little story in that novella is basically an epilogue of what happens after Winter, and it is amazing, and I cannot wait for her to read that and see her reaction to everything. So very much looking forward to all that, and that's gonna be my answers for the JAN-uary Book Tag. I'd love to know how you'd answer these questions, so let me know down in the comments. If you want to do this tag and you haven't done it before, I tag you to do this video. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to shed the love. I'll see you next time. Bye!